Hi, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Wallace, and I'm back today to share with you guys our other really fun book we have to read this week, and it is called Stephanie's Ponytail. Okay, so while I'm reading this story to you, I want you to be thinking about our character in our story, Stephanie. This is her here. And I want you to be thinking how she's the same or different compared to our character, Ruby. Okay, the Ruby the copycat we read yesterday. So our story is called Stephanie's Ponytail, and it's written by one of my favorite authors, Robert Munsch. I think you guys are really going to like this one. Robert Munsch has a lot of fun stories. One day, Stephanie went to her mom and said, "None of the kids in my class have a ponytail. I want a nice ponytail coming right out of the back." So Stephanie's mom gave her a nice ponytail coming right out of the back. When Stephanie went to school, the other kids looked at her and said, "Ugly, ugly, very ugly." Stephanie said, "It's my ponytail and I like it." Is that very nice for the kids to tell her that her ponytail is ugly? No, those are not nice words. The next morning when Stephanie went to school, all the other girls had ponytails coming right out of the back. Stephanie looked at them and said, "You are all a bunch of copycats. You can just do whatever I do. You don't have a brain in your heads." Oh, so is Stephanie happy that they are copying her? No. The next morning, the mom said, "Stephanie, would you like a ponytail coming out of the back?" Stephanie said, "No." "Then that's that," said her mom. "That's the only place you could put a ponytail." "No, it's not," said Stephanie. "I want one coming out of the side, just above my ear." "Very strange," said the mom. "Are you sure that is what you want?" "Yes," said Stephanie. So the mom gave Stephanie a nice ponytail coming out right above her ear. Ooh, what do you think's going to happen next? When she went to school, the other kids saw her and they said, "Ugly, ugly, very ugly." Stephanie said, "It's my ponytail and I like it." The next morning when Stephanie came to school, all the girls and even some of the boys had ponytails coming out of the side right above their ear. Look at Stephanie. Does she look very happy that they keep copying her? No, I think she's feeling a little disappointed, maybe a little frustrated. And look at their ponytails. They look so silly, don't they? They told her it's ugly, but then they copied her. The next morning, the mom said, "Stephanie, would you like a ponytail coming out of the back?" Stephanie said, "No." "Would you like one coming out of the side?" "No." "Then that's that," said her mom. "There is no other place you could do ponytails." "Yes, there is," said Stephanie. "I want one coming out of the top of my head like a tree." "That's very, very strange," said her mom. "Are you sure that's what you want?" "Yes," said Stephanie. Look at the baby sibling. They're laughing. They think it's so funny. And mom's trying her best to get Stephanie's hair pulled up. And look at dad. He's like, oh, he has a look of, he can't believe that she's going to have her go to school wearing her hair like that. So her mom gave Stephanie a nice ponytail coming out of the top of her head like a tree. When Stephanie went to school, the other kids saw her and said, "Ugly, ugly, very ugly." Stephanie said, "It's my ponytail and I like it." The next day, all of the girls and all of the boys had ponytails coming out of the top. It looked like broccoli was growing out of their heads. Oh my, look how silly they look. And look at Stephanie. She is in shock that they would wear their hair like that. But they keep copying her. The next morning, the mom said, "Stephanie, would you like a ponytail coming out of the back?" Stephanie said, "No." "Would you like one coming out of the side?" "No." "Would you like one coming out of the top?" "No." "Then that is definitely that," said Mom. "There is no other place you could do ponytails." "Yes, there is," said Stephanie. "I want one coming out of the front and hanging down, touching my nose." "But no one will know if you're coming or going," her mom said. Are you sure that's what you want? Yes, said Stephanie. So her mom gave her a nice ponytail coming out of the front. On the way to school, she bumped into 4 trees, 3 cars, 2 houses, and 1 principal. When she finally got to her class, the other kids saw her. What do you think they said? Ugly, ugly, very ugly, Stephanie said. It's my ponytail, and I like it. Let's make a prediction. What do you think is going to happen next in our story? The next day, all of the girls and all of the boys, and even the teacher, had ponytails coming out of the front and hanging down in front of their noses. None of them could see where they were going or coming. They bumped into the desk and they bumped into each other. They bumped into walls, and even by mistake, 3 girls went into the boys' bathroom. Oh my. Was that a good idea to copy Stephanie? Stephanie yelled, "You are a bunch of brainless copycats. You just do whatever I do. When I come tomorrow, I am going to shave my head." What do you think? Do you think she's really going to shave her head? Oh, she is really angry that the other kids and teachers at school keep copying her. I wonder what she'll do. The first person to come next day was the teacher. She had shaved her head and was bald. The next to come to school were the boys. They had shaved their heads and they were bald. The next to come to school were the girls. They had shaved their heads and they were bald. The last person to come to school was Stephanie. And she had a nice little ponytail coming right out of the back. She tricked them. She didn't really shave her head. And look at the end. Are they happy? Oh, look at their faces. They're chasing after her. She's running away super fast because she had tricked them. So what we're going to do now is we're going to compare our story, Ruby the Copycat and Stephanie's Ponytail. So I would like you to have this paper printed out here, and I would like you to get a pencil. Once you have your paper, what we're going to do is we're going to fold it, okay? So it has words on one side, and then it has pictures on the other side, okay? So we're going to go to the page, to the side that has pictures, okay? And you're going to fold your pictures behind, okay? You might need to have a parent at home help you do this. So then once it's folded, the words will be at the bottom, and the pictures will be up here at the top, okay? And then here's what it does. It flips open, okay? So we're going to write some things that happened in the Stephanie's Ponytail book, and we're going to write some things that happened in Ruby the Copycat's book, okay? And then up here at the top, this will be for both, okay, if the story said something similar that happened. So let's think about the similarities. That means the things that were the same in both stories. Can you think about something that was the same in both stories? Well, both stories took place where? They both took place at a school, didn't they? So we can make that up here at the top. So we're going to stretchy sound out the word school. Okay. Ooh. O. And then L. Okay. School. And you could even draw a little picture of a schoolhouse. They both took place at a school. Very good. What else was something that was the same between both of our stories? Oh, they both were girls. Ruby was a girl and Stephanie was a girl. Okay, so girls, G, game, L, and then a S. And then we could also draw a picture that they were girls, okay? So make sure you're writing this with us. They were both girls. If you have another way that they're similar, you could also write this by yourself on our paper. I would love to see it. Okay, let's think about something that in Stephanie's Ponytail that only happened in Stephanie's Ponytail. Well, they shaved their heads. That didn't happen in Ruby the Copycat, okay? So we can say shaved heads, or we could say bald heads. Okay, let's do bald. B, 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 ah, bald, d, d, d. Okay, they were both bald. We could draw a little picture of someone that's bald. Okay, so don't draw any hair. What else happened in Stephanie's ponytail? Only in Stephanie's ponytail. Well, we had a mom in the story, right? In Ruby the Copycat, there wasn't a mom in the story. Okay, so we could write the word mom. A man, ah, Then we could draw a little picture of a mom. Okay. Here's a mom. There you go. And then you could also write something else that you think happened in Stephanie's ponytail. And then for Ruby the Copycat, let's write some things that happened in Ruby the Copycat. Well, in Ruby the Copycat, they both had bows in their hair. Stephanie's ponytail, they didn't have bows, so we could write bows. B, b. O, w, 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 and w. Bows. And then we could draw a picture of a bow. Because Ruby put a red bow in her hair, just like her friend that she was copying. Okay. What else in Ruby the Copycat? Well, Ruby copied a dress that she wore, didn't she? So we could write dress. D, d. What vowel says eh? Very good. E. And then s. Dress. And then I could draw a picture of a dress. Oh, and their dresses had flowers on them. So I could draw some flowers. All right. And then you could write or draw another thing that was different in Ruby the Copycat. And then when we lift it up, we could see the things that were different and the things that were the same. Good job, boys and girls. I really like that story. All right, the last thing we're going to do before I let you go is we are going to go over our sight words, and then you are going to have a sight word paper activity that I would like you to complete and take a picture of and send in to your parents, okay? All right, I'm going to mix them up. Here we go. The first one, G-I-V-E, give. Give your dog a bone. Give. So the motion is we give a treat. Here, doggy. The next one is N-E-W, new. We flash our hands for the word new. S-A-Y, say. Say cheese when we take your picture. P-L-A-Y, play. Play ball. M-A-K-E, make. Make my bed. Put the covers back on, fluff up the pillows. And T-H-E-M, them. So we have a gate and we open to let them in and close to let the cars not in. Okay, so let them in, them. Good job, boys and girls, and we will see you on Friday. Bye.